Hi guys, KTK Consulting here again, talking this time about the emergency management procedure. Emergency management procedure is this one's quite a large document and it's quite an important document. Emergency management and work health and safety processes talks about effectively anything that's unforeseen. This document here talks a lot about fire. Fire is obviously one of the emergencies, but there is contingency needs to be undertaken if you're in a floodplain for floods. I remember in 2011 in Brisbane when they had all the floods, there was a lot of companies there was big stories in the news about companies that were unprepared for the floods and they lost millions of dollars worth of equipment. So something like that would need to be in here if you're in that sort of area. If you're in a storm bout, how you're going to manage storm, high winds, so on and so forth. So the emergency management procedure talks about that. Effectively what it goes through is the emergency plan. The critical aspect of the emergency procedure is the emergency plan. So that is something that all staff should be taken through. If you hear that if it rains a lot and there's floodwaters arising, or if there's a fire, what's the process that's going to be undertaken? It also has in here all your contact details. It will have the steps to be taken in case of a fire. Most times you will have fire evacuation procedures. If you're in a floodplain, have flood evacuation procedures or flood procedures. Sounds funny, but it's quite important. Reminds me of MASH when they used to bug out and move the camp from one place to another. It sounds funny, but that is something that's quite important to hear. You might even have in here something to do with your servers, your computer equipment. In most cases, most companies these days would suffer innumerable damage if they lost all their data, their electronic data. So that should be in here as well. As I say, it talks about who your fire wardens are, firefighting, and all your safety numbers, etc. All your safety numbers should also be on a poster and put up on the wall. In many areas, you should also have a floor plan with the fire evacuation maps on it. The emergency assembly area should be clearly labelled, and it shouldn't be right next door to your building. Also, one place I went to the other day, they had the emergency evacuation area across from a driveway, which was fine, it was away from the building, but it was also where the emergency services would be coming in. So just be aware of that. So it talks about all that in here. Evacuation areas, evacuation processes, contact details, put that up on the wall. People need to be able to see that at all times. If someone's working and an emergency happens, they need to be able to see that and work to that straight away. So that's all in this document. If you have any questions or need any help with your emergency processes, have a look on our website. We do have a section on emergency processes as well, but give us a call and we can help you out. Okay, bye.